Shalom and good day all, this is Tehillim29 back again for another indie comic review, and in this indie comic review I'll be covering Something Epic, issue 12, and also in the Uncanny Valley, issue 4. I'll now get things organised for the first one that I'll be reviewing. So the first one I'll be reviewing will be Something Epic. So starting off with first things first, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? Sure enough it does, to which I give it a 7 out of 10. Next is we have a look at the internal art and also what is happening story-wise with the characters, as we have a look around the beginning, middle and of course the end. So as the story begins in Something Epic, we have the character of Noah meeting up with, I think this is a bit of another Greek god of sorts, or maybe even an Egyptian. It's not really clear as to who the character is. But we do also see the return of the deductive. So as Noah pursues more of her investigation, she tries to learn more about some of the events that are occurring and what is happening from this entity that she has encountered. And last but not least, which she pursues her investigation further. For the internal art, I give it a 7 out of 10. Now it's time to move in relation to the area of the story. Considering how far we are in this particular series, did we get any comic book references to any of the previous issues or even the last series? The answer is no. Next is the area of time, to which we had 30 minutes before as well as now being used. The location, still no indication of where it's taking place location-wise. And last but not least, the cast of characters being Noah and the deductive. For the overall story rating, I give it a 6 out of 10. Now it's time to move into Uncanny Valley. So as we start to move into Uncanny Valley, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? Sure enough it does, to which I give it an 8 out of 10. And I must admit, I think this story has actually improved a little bit more than the last issue, and I'd really like to work on getting the trade paperback for when it comes out, and hopefully I'm still around to do that. So let's move into the area of the internal art as we have a look around the beginning, middle and end, and also what's happening story-wise with the characters. So as the story begins, we catch up with the character of Oliver, and we see that someone has finally turned up on the scene. And who is this person that's turned up on the scene? We'll find out a little bit later. So as we start to move into the middle of the story, we actually finally get our backstory as to how Oliver's mother came to be pregnant, and basically she in a way became like a bit of a single wife of sorts, and one of the people that was there to help her was actually Oliver's grandpa. And last but not least, towards the end, as we start to see what's happening in regards to the villain in the story and how they're doing things to complicate things with the family. So for the internal art, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Now it's time to move into the area of the story. First things first, do we get anything time-wise as to where when things are taking place throughout the day? No, we don't. Next is the location. No indication of where, once again. Though it would not hurt to see it included in the story, as it would actually build up the world a little bit more. And a cast of characters consisting of Oliver, his grandpa, his mother, and also the crow that she brought with her, which is connected to the villains. For the overall story rating in this, I give it an 8 out of 10. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.